Welcome back, everyone, to another About Teams video. And today we got a fun tier list, as you know. Hockey, the playoffs, no games yesterday, but we already previewed the Florida Panthers, New York Rangers, and Dallas Stars in Edmonton Oilers series. So those will be exciting as New York, Florida starts tonight, I believe. So we'll have a recap for that game tomorrow. But, decided to come up with a creative idea. And you know what creative is for us? Tier lists. Today we have a fun thing. Logos, not going to just be grading logos like this is whatever. We're going to be grading logos in a fight. Kind of how's this going to work? Are we going to do like how we think we could handle them in a fight? If it's a one-on-one.
So the average person logo or like their mascot, just like what they are. Obviously the Ducks, Coyotes, etc.
All right.
How do you fare against that in a fight?
All right, yeah. Ducks to start, little beak, but I think that's definition of light work or first punch.
I would say, first punch KO. If a duck's coming up to you and you're like that duck's out.
All right, I love this. Why am I fighting this? A coyote. So the problem with coyotes is they just run. Like they're very scared.
I would say like scrappy.
Here's the thing. I would call it light work because it's like a dog. One kick or one punch. Like they're scared of you already. They're scared. They're just scared of you. So it's like,
okay.
But if it's like, here's the thing. If it's like, a vicious coyote and it's fight to the death, I would say it's gonna be scrappy. It depends on what kind of coyote it is. If it's one of those like little weasel shits, though, like you're beating that. Like,
are we saying what about like a pack of coyotes? Is that different? Because that's
pack. If it's a pack versus you, that's definition of maybe not looking good. If they're hungry and they're like, we need to kill you. I would say that's more of like a timber wolf. They're like a wolf, like packs of wolves.
Yeah.
But I would say coyote overall most of the time will be pretty light work. I mean, you might get rabies from a bite, but you'll at least beat it up. With that being said, though, probably not light work. A Boston Bruin,
dude, it's a bear. You're dead. Bears are.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You could be dead, but I would say maybe not looking good because your odds aren't good. But if you, I don't know how that works. Like if act big, maybe you could just hold it off and just call a truce.
You're saying you could beat a bear?
I'm saying maybe argue it doesn't look good, but like maybe like you can hold him off and just not fight him. Like act big, try to intimidate it into thinking like because bears obviously you can't run from them because then they'll start chasing you. You gotta, as much as you don't want to, you gotta act tough, and just hope that you call a truce.
Okay.
But if that bear's hungry, then it's probably the top tier. But maybe you have some bear spray on you. That's the only hope. I mean, but if we'll see how it comes. Like when it comes around, a saber.
I think that's kind of like a bison. I'm just going off what it says in the logo, and for the
bison, I would say not looking good.
Like if that thing wants to kill you, it's probably going to kill you. It's like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
20 miles an hour.
I would say Calgary Flame.
Flame.
Why are you?
If you're just fighting a flame, it's kind of light work. Like, I mean,
depends on what if it's a huge flame, though.
Like if you're talking about getting lit on fire, you're dead or not looking good at least.
I would put this in like, why am I fighting this? Just because they're like, you're not actually fighting a flame. I don't know.
I'll give you that.
A hurricane. I mean, if you're inside, like you should be okay.
I'm gonna say not looking. If you're like outside, just one on one, trying to withstand.
Oh yeah, I would say you're top tier then because you have no shot.
For a hurricane, is a hurricane like a tornado? We don't get like hurricanes here.
I think so. Yeah, or maybe it's like I would say not looking good actually because there is a chance. Yeah, no, it's not a tornado necessarily. That's what I was thinking of. But it's heavy winds, so.
You gotta like watch out for trees, falling on you or something.
Yeah, so or maybe it's scrappy then, because you never know. A Blackhawk.
I would say scrappy because it's like fighting a person. I mean, it might be not looking good because it's
Fighting like an Indian.
yeah,
So
which would be tough.
scrappy. You never know.
If
You
they
never
like
know what
pull out,
happens.
if they're if it's just hand to hand combat, yeah, scrappy.
Avalanche, I think this is the first one where you're in the top tier. If that is
Yeah,
coming at you, you have no
you're
shot.
done. You're cooked.
A blue jacket, I don't think you're
That's like
fighting.
I think that's like I think it's like a patriot. Like what the Patriots are,
Oh, okay.
It's a but I would say, you know what? I'll look it up.
Question is, why am I fighting this?
What is a blue jacket? Yeah, it's an American sailor.
So I think scrappy is the only way to go. It's one on
Yeah,
one.
just fighting a person.
Gotta see what it goes. A
Star.
Dallas Star. You're not fighting a star, so why am I fighting this?
Red Wings like a car.
Yeah, why am I fighting a car?
Oil.
Oilers.
I would say oil. It's oil. Why
Yeah,
am I?
so I don't. I mean, yeah,
This is gotta be Panthers. You gotta be dead.
yeah. If you're running into a panther in the woods, especially like those Black Panthers, like you have no shot. Like
You're dead.
they're more aggressive than bears. Because the Bruin, maybe a bear, you can act big. Panthers are just gonna jump on you and go for that neck. You're done. Yeah, it happens.
King. A king would be just scrappy, right?
I would call it king light work. I could take a king down.
Okay.
It's
I
like the
would
final
see
boss
now. I
of
was thinking the
Brazil.
opposite side. If you're fighting a king, is he, calling his guards to like
Oh, what a whip!
would be headed?
What a wimp.
No,
Speaking
I'll
of
say
that,
light work though, because usually kings are like fat.
yeah, exactly. You can just run around him. This is an interesting one. My team, Minnesota Wild. If you're going into the Wild, I think that's just scrappy. You don't know what you're going to get. Could get some coyotes, could get some bears.
Hold on. So if we're counting, because this is just like nature, right?
Yeah. Well, it's
So
like the
should we count the
Wild.
flames then? Should we count the flames? Because I feel like flames are part of nature.
Yeah,
Or
we
like
could.
I would put
Scrappy.
flames in natural.
Well,
Yeah,
I was just thinking more fire with the flames. Like it's actually the Minnesota Wild. So you're going just into the wild. You don't know what's going to happen. You could run into some bears, could run into some coyotes. Nature. I think that'd just be a scrappy fight. If you're telling me wild versus me, all right, let's see what happens.
I would say
The Canadians.
I'd say light work, bro.
Light work.
Get out.
Predators.
You're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, probably top tier.
You're dead. Yeah. The devil. The devil. All right. Let's see. Are you faring against the devil?
First punch KO.
Bet.
Knock their ass out. And Islanders, I think that's like a pirate or some shit.
I think it just refers to like people on Long Island. So how would you fare against people on Long Island?
Light work.
Okay.
Or no, I'll respect Scrappy.
All
Islanders
right.
are just some badass teams, so hard to respect them.
A ranger.
Ooh, not
I think
looking good. Not looking good.
You're saying not looking good, yeah, because they usually got a gun.
Yeah, so park ranger, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, not looking good for me. A
Senator.
Is it like a business senator?
I don't think it's like a politician.
Yeah, because I would say first punch KO, but I would say looks intimidating for me. I'd say not looking good if I were to go up against a senator.
Yeah.
What the hell's a flyer?
Wait, I'll look that up too. What is a Philadelphia Flyer? Why are they called the Philadelphia Flyers? That didn't name fit.
As for now, I'd say, why am I fighting this?
Yeah, no. The explanation is the owner thought it fit well with Philadelphia. So
yeah.
That's Penguin. I feel like that's
Penguin. I think would low key be scrappy. Like if it's a pissed off penguin, like
you think so? Yeah.
And they do that shit where like they can slide like down a thing coming at you, like knock you over. Like I feel like a penguin.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy like people expect.
I'd give it scrappy.
Yeah, it'd be scrappy. I'd still take myself.
Shark. You're dead.
that would, or yeah.
If you're fighting the shark, like obviously there's like methods where if you push it away or whatever.
Yeah, I don't.
You think you're taking on a shark?
I would say not looking good, or
You'd say not looking good over your dead.
Well, like I mean, it's just like I would say either one. I mean, I don't know what you think.
I'll say because we said the thing with the Bears, like the Bruins, how if you like make yourself big, it'll go away. There's methods to like avoid a shark. So I'll just
All right.
Kraken. I think you're dead.
Yeah, that's
like the Kraken is like a mythical being. Why am I fighting?
Blues. Why am I fighting music?
Lightning.
Lightning. I would say not looking good if you get hit by lightning. Maple Leafs. Why am I fighting this? Or what the hell is?
I don't know what a Canuck is.
Looks intimidating though. I'd say not looking good.
You're still high on the Canucks pick, but they lost, buddy.
I don't know. A Canuck. That logo looks intimidating. It looks like a fish at a sea, or just a scary animal.
What is a Canuck? Oh, it's a slang term for a Canadian. So it's a Canadian person.
Oh, never mind. Light work. Golden Knight. I would say this arguably is top tier.
You're saying a Knight is like
if you like put me against a Golden Knight, like just you and they got swords and shit.
Right, you're riding a horse. You're cooked.
Yeah, just leave. Capitals. If you tell me to fight the Capitals, Washington D.C., then I'm probably cooked. But it's just
right. If you're fighting, right, yeah.
Why am I fighting a Capital?
A jet.
Me versus a jet. Jet top tier. If a jet came at me,
especially this type of jet, a fighter jet, you're cooked, buddy.
Yeah, but maybe I could pull off the upset. You know what would make me beat a jet? If I had some avalanche behind me, had an avalanche storm, then the jet would panic and lose in 5 games.
You had some lightning behind you to strike down that plane.
Yeah. No, if a jet came at me, I'd put on a Colorado Avalanche jersey and it would run away so fast. It would lose in 5. Lose 4 straight too. But with that being said, overall I think this is a solid list. There's a lot of interesting things that would happen here. This would be very tough. I would say the most cooked out of all, if I had to put like one like S tier, like you have no shot against, I guess I would go. I'm thinking either Kraken or Avalanche.
I mean, the Kraken is like a fucking mythical being. Like that thing would eat ships. So
yeah, so probably not.
At least maybe a jet, like it'll miss you, and then you can like hide under like a tree.
Yeah, or a panther or predator, you just somehow have a knife on you and just are able to stab it before it gets to you. But if it's like hand-to-hand combat, you have no shot. With that being said, I think this is a pretty fun tier list. Kind of gonna do some ideas like this.
Do it for maybe other weeks.
Off season, but we'll be right back at it with recaps tomorrow for our first Eastern Conference Final. Game 1 should be exciting. With that being said, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you in the next video.